And if we get the floods that are anticipated, then...
Hello everyone, you remember the Waltham clock radio? And I remember I told you that, you remember the clock was going too fast when the radio was on. And I told you it was a diode. Well, it wasn't a diode. I replaced it and it seemed to work. And then it stopped. So, I thought I'd have a go because I got pretty peed off with the fact that it wasn't working. And I found the fault. And the fault was this capacitor. Excuse the really rudimentary light source, was this capacitor, and I tested it with my meter, and it was bad. As you can see, it's a 10 volt 200 microfarad capacitor, and I don't know if you can see, but it was bulging. That's gone, and I've put in its place this capacitor here. And this capacitor is a 35 volt 220 UF, so it's a little bit higher than what it should be, but it works and it'll do. And the clock is working perfectly.
40 firefighters tackled the blaze in the early hours of this morning.
I also had to the stereo. I pulled the wire out from this speaker here, and I couldn't work out where it went again, so I had to do something. I had to wire it up in parallel to this one, but it's okay that the stereo never worked anyway. But as you can see, it does work, and I'm amazed because you would have thought that just... I had my suspicions because, as you can see, this capacitor here, it has the, I'm not even pointing the camera at it, it has the fast pin there for the chip, and it has the slow, and it has a variable speed selectivity, and this capacitor controls the fast and the variable speed selectivity, I've found out, and when this wasn't doing anything, that had no control, so it just kept on going on and on and on without any proper timekeeping. You know, it just kept always thought that this button was pressed whenever the radio was on, because the radio applied voltage to the capacitor. It took away some voltage from this circuit, and this capacitor lost some of its voltage, and it wasn't working. So that just basically switched off. That capacitor wasn't working, and it would just keep going on and on. And in the end, the capacitor just failed altogether, and it was just doing that when the radio wasn't on. So that's why I took it into the workshop. As you can see, my really messy workshop. I've been working on that TrueVox, which is still a bit broken, but it's working. The buttons didn't lock down, but I'm now getting a squealing noise from the amplifier, so that'll be more capacitors, I think, to replace. I'm going to replace that capacitor down there because I don't like the look of it, and I'm going to try and replace that diode there because it looks a bit burnt. But yeah. Really happy because I do use this every morning. It is my clock radio, so I will be using it tonight, see if it'll work, and I hope it will. So get back to the capacitor change. I need to find a 100 volt 35. Yep, there's one. That's the capacitor down there, so I'll be placing that. So thanks for watching everybody, and I'll see you soon.